Hello. Haven't done a little video thing in a while. I have been posting videos of Sam, of course, because he's amazing and doing so great. But I wanted to do one before he gets up, which is just soon, very soon. He will be awakening. Although he could probably sleep all day if he wanted to. So let's see, we've been home since the 13th, so it's been, a week and, 3 days about. We're very, very excited to be home. It's awesome. It's not that much different than what we were doing otherwise. I mean, we don't have to leave to go to therapy. We just do it ourselves. Other than that, we were pretty much living the social isolation life anyway, so... I keep telling people that I think that this whole everything that we went through before, was like training, for this period, because it really does not change much for us. And of course, it's sad that we came home and weren't able to see everyone, but we've done video chats and, some people have dropped some stuff off for us and everything. When we initially came home, then Sam's, mom and sister and niece and nephew, or nieces and nephew, were here to welcome us and everything, so we got to at least see them. No hugs or anything, of course. We're being safe, but it was nice to see them. So since then too, let's see, our friend Brian came over yesterday and mowed the lawn. John brought us some food last week. Kenny brought a microwave over yesterday, so I didn't have to buy one. Hooray! It's huge, but, I got some counter space. I just got to clear some stuff off to get it set up, and, it saves me from buying one, so that's awesome. When things chill out and I'm able to, get to their stores and stuff like that, I might downgrade, but I don't know, because it's been over 3 years since we've had a microwave, so I actually don't even remember, what, to look for in one or what we might need. So this is a nice period of, of trial. Which, talking about that, I've been getting the house together slowly. The good thing with Sam sleeping more, of course, besides for Sam, that's when the brain heals. So extra sleep is good, and it's common to have, they call it brain fatigue, to sleep a lot, especially during the early years. He's sleeping 2/3 of the day, which I'm okay with. I'm always okay with sleep. I think I'm one of those people that I think if you sleep and consistently like that, then your body needs it. Your body knows when it needs to sleep and it needs extra and everything. So, so beyond all that, then that's giving me time, while he's asleep, to get some stuff together. It's not going as fast as I would hope. Of course, y'all know me, I had this plan, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna knock out all of this stuff, which I knew I couldn't do everything, because there's big furniture and stuff that I will need help with at some point to move, but I was like, I can at least get, things halfway set up. So we're working on that. The good thing is that I've been able to, do some cleaning that I needed to do, in the kitchen and stuff, get all of this stuff together, kind of set things up in a way that is working for us, that we're able to get therapy done and have places to do it and be together and all that kind of stuff, so I don't have him in a separate room trying to work on something solo, while I'm cooking. We've got it, we're kind of getting our routine down. Unfortunately, our house is just, it's old and not very well sealed and stuff like that. We've always had problems, which is why our plan previously was we were going to build another house on the property, and this place eventually, we had all sorts of plans for this place, but we didn't think we were going to be living in this house forever. We were going to build something different, because the money it would take to fix this, you could build another house for it. So, but all that being said is, so I'm converting my craft room into Sam's therapy gym. That was my initial plan. Some mold and stuff got into the craft room while we were away. That room in particular was an addition, so it doesn't have any insulation or anything on it. So some mold got in, because that's what mold does. So right now I'm going through and finding all of it, making sure it's all gone, and doing a deeper clean of the craft room than I initially expected to happen. Got on my knitting needles, which is just, I mean, it was fine. Like I used some bleach water and cleaned them, but it was just like a moment of, I was just like, not my knitting needles, no, and like freaked out a little bit, but then everything's fine. Like, it's fine. And you just clean it. It's all good. But so that's holding me up a little bit on getting everything set up the way I want to. But again, the good news is that since we've been doing the therapy, you can't not do the therapy. Then I've recognized some things that I will change on the plan. So that, again, this is a nice little like trial period where it's not set up the way that I would like to, but I can really kind of like get a feel for what's going on. So looking on the bright side, originally our plan was to bring people on immediately and shift everything around and get all this stuff set up. Now, I'm realizing, oh, okay, well, we would have done all that work, and then, shortly after that, we probably would have changed some stuff around again. So, trying to look on the bright side, that now we don't have to do that. So when we do have people, when it is an appropriate time for people to come and help us do all this thing, I have a much better idea of a plan that will work for us. And some of this stuff is based off of Sam, because he is, like I said, he's just crushing it since we've been back. I don't know if it's the time, like the timeline of the injury, that this is just where he is on his recovery, if it's being back home, if it's the extra sleep. All of it, I'm sure, has something to do with it. We're back in the mountains, which, healing air, somebody said it, and, people used to come here years ago and stuff because, whatever. Anyway, who knows? Who cares, right? I don't care. Like, whatever the situation is, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as he keeps progressing, like, I don't care why it's happening. Who cares? But he is, and it's awesome. He's up for at least 8 hours a day now. There were a couple days, like, right at the beginning that there was one night that I was like, are you tired? And he said yes. I was like, do you want to go to bed? And he said yes. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it has been 6 hours since you got up. So, just kind of, ribbing him a little bit. But he's definitely settled in a little bit more of a consistent pattern. He's getting up normally between 11:30 and 12:30 now, and going to bed between like 8 and 9. Last night he wanted to, anyway, he's sleeping a little bit later today, but he will definitely get up by 1. So, because we got to get up for some meds that are due. So anyway, but he's definitely up for 8 hours a day. And when he's up, he is working, like no quit, no nothing, like pushing. We have 39 exercises that we do. Some with like, obviously multiple reps and multiple sets of those that we do throughout the day. And then some things that are, eventually when he's up more and things are more settled and everything, then we have other exercises. We'll eventually build that up to definitely 50 a day. And then even after that, as time allows us and him, depending on sleep schedule and all that, then we have even more things to add in. But that's just like the, therapist, we need to focus on these every day, this and this, So we're getting it done for sure. There was a little build up, and then like consistently, 5 days in a row where he was up, we got everything done, pushed it, got it all done. It was awesome. Then let's see, that was, the end of that was Sunday. I noticed Sunday night that I was incredibly tired myself. So, Monday we woke up and we did some therapy, and I was still just really tired, and Sam seemed kind of tired too. I asked him if he was, and he said yes. So I said, let's take a half day today, because you can, like, we're allowed to take half days and even like a full day of rest. I kind of base it all off of what Sam wants to do and what I want to do. Like we I have to watch out for myself because, I'm the primary caregiver. So like if I get sick or anything, then he doesn't get therapy. So what's better, taking a day off every once in a while to ensure that I don't get sick, or you know, keeping pushing, and then like it winding up being like a week where he doesn't have therapy, you know, or whatever. So, so yeah, I was tired, and I said, you know, we've been home, we haven't, you know, we've been spending, obviously we spend all of our time together, you know, when he's up, like, and then all of that, but, and I was like, you know, I want to spend some time with you, just like some chill time. So we took a half day yesterday, and we did therapy in the morning, and then chilled, and we watched a movie together, in the early afternoon, and ate dinner and stuff, and then went to bed early. Sam went to bed early. It was like 7:30. I think he, like I said, he's normally between 8 and 9, but at 7:30, I think it was. Maybe it was 8. I don't know. I don't remember. I stayed up a little bit later because, you know, I wanted to watch a couple episodes of a TV show, so I did, and that was nice too. Today I slept in. I woke up normally. I'm waking up at 5:30. Occasionally I'll go to sleep until 7, but normally 5:30. So I woke up at 5:30, and I was like, nah. I was like, I'm tired. You know, I woke up at 7. We did meds for Sam at 7, and I was like, I'm tired. And I told Sam that, and he said sleep. Like, he mouthed sleep to me, and I said, sleep? And he said, yeah. And I said, okay. I said, that's cool, I'll sleep. So I got back in bed with him, and I set an alarm. I did the quintessential set an alarm for night instead of morning, because why not? So I set one for 9 o'clock at night, and, you know, obviously it didn't go off. So I woke up at like 11. But again, like I said earlier, if you need sleep, you need sleep. So obviously I needed sleep because, you know, I slept like hard, and it was nice. It was great. So, and I feel really good today. I don't feel, my eyes are a little gunky, but there's definitely something like that's just being back in North Carolina during the spring for sure. Like, it's not sick. It's just, like, I know there are things blooming. I've noticed since we returned, like, the first night that we came back, Sam's eyes were goopy. He gets really bad allergies and stuff. He's more sensitive to all of that than I am. And I was like, yep, welcome back to North Carolina. Your eyes are goopy. So then I figured, you know, mine have been goopy when I woke up too. So, yay, North Carolina. But that really is yay, North Carolina, because it's awesome. Because, you know, there's stuff here that's affecting us, which is great. And who knows how all of it's affecting Sam. You know, I mean, allergies, you know, aren't a yay thing, but like I said, he's doing great. One of the things that he's doing amazing on, I know I posted a video of him doing some computer work. Those are some cognition exercises we do. So the thing that's so exciting about that, and I meant to post it on the video, I didn't because I'm lame and forgot, is just like before we left Shepherd, Sam wasn't doing those. Like we would try, you know. We started trying those things. I think it was definitely in an outpatient. So it was after the beginning of the year. I want to say it was like early February. I mean, I have notes on it, you know, but I want to say, just off the top of my head, I want to say it was February that we started trying to do those. And I mean, you would have to guide him and steer him and pretty much give him the answers on a lot of these things. Even more recently, you know, when we would try them, it still wasn't, you know, he was doing better, but still needed a lot of help staying on task, a lot of reminders of what he was supposed to be doing and things like that, you know. So the video I posted showed him just kind of roll, like I was there, and he was kind of rolling through the exercises. Like if he needed another, like to hear something again, like I would hit that, or, you know, like if he got something wrong, I would kind of like guide him after that. But that video alone was insane, like how much progress he had made since what he was doing before. Well, Sunday, I'm pretty sure it was Sunday. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it was Sunday. Sunday, he went through 2 exercises by himself, like totally by himself. Like I play there's a little screen at the beginning that tells the directions and shows like a little video of what's going to happen, you know, to in this exercise, we blah, 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 right? And then it says, hit the green arrow to continue. So he, from me playing the directions, he hit that green arrow and he went through them by himself. So I was like making lunch. He was sitting in the kitchen with me and went through 2 listening exercises, following directions and word ID, totally by himself. You know, I started up, like, after the first one ended, then I started up the second one for him, but huge, and that's it, that it's just, like, the jump that happened there is insane. Very excited about it, very, very, very excited, and that also means that things like that, like those exercises, are things that, moving forward, you know, when you make the plan, the initial plan, you know, it's like, okay, I will need to be here with him doing these exercises, but now, like, that's a whole another thing. Like, if I need to do something like cook lunch, you know, then I can open up the computer and I can start up some exercises. You know, he does them in the kitchen with me. So if I hear a long pause, or if he needs help, I'm there, that I can, like, pop in. But that's huge. It's such a huge difference. Game changer, you know, and it's just going to keep going. So that's awesome. You know, we're on level 1 of all of these exercises, you know, but they have other levels. There's other exercises. This whole, like, app website thing is huge. It has a ton of stuff. This is just kind of like where, you know, our speech and language pathologist, Katie, told us to kind of, like, start. So, because again, like, he was barely completing these exercises with lots of help when we left, you know, so now that's huge. It's great. And they say, like, a lot of times, you know, the physical side is what you'll see progress on first, you know, and the cognition takes more time. And I think I've mentioned this in videos before, and the way I've always kind of looked at it is, like, you know, Sam's mind and body has prioritized some stuff, and it's like, you know, before anything else, I need to learn how to walk, you know, again, like, competently, like, in, you know, and then going to the bathroom, bathing, brushing teeth, like, these, you know, talking, like, these basic things, you know, again, kind of like looking at it like you would, you know, a baby, you know, of kind of going through all this stuff. What do? Do they learn how to do exercises on a computer first, or do they learn how to walk first? You know, like, they walk first, right? So it's kind of like, you know, there's been a reset. Like, he's back to, like, he went back to, like, literally, you know, I've said this before too, like, having to learn everything again, you know, which is going to take a lot of time, you know, but something my dad wrote in one of the letters, eventually I will read. I have 2 things that my dad sent me that I'm going to eventually read, but unfortunately every time I try to read them, I just cry. So, you know, but they're great, and I think that they're good pieces of advice for everyone now that's, like, in the COVID-19 isolation or quarantine, or however, you know, whatever level you're at, you know, it's good things to think about. But another day. But, you know, like he said in one of them, he's like, you know, you don't expect baby to, or you don't give baby a real knife when the baby's in the high chair, you know, like, duh, you know, like, it's different levels of progression, and you're just moving through all of them, and there's different levels of confidence on all of these different activities. And, you know, he said the one thing that he's like, I think Sam has going for him is that he was previously at, you know, full competence on all of these levels before. So hopefully learning them will be easier than the first time around, because there might be something in, you know, something left in there. And obviously there is, you know, on some of the stuff he's doing, but he you know, but it's awesome. The cognition thing is big, obviously. You know, I don't think I need to explain why. But the other part of that is that there's some memory exercises in the cognition, and his memory's getting better, like short term, long term. It's getting better. So all of this is excellent news. I mean, there's no way for me to tell like how long this is going to take or anything like that. It doesn't matter, you know. I mean, we'll never quit, you know, until Sam's at a level that he wants to be at, and that he, you know, is happy with his quality of life. Like, that's what it's all about. So it's just great seeing these jumps. Again, maybe it's just being home, maybe it's the air, maybe it's the time. I don't know. I did start doing high doses of lion's mane mushroom because no negative side effects, and why not? You know, we put it in a smoothie. He agreed to it, and he was on board. You know, when I say things like that, I do want everyone to know that, like, I ask consistently, like every day for a certain period of time, normally 2 weeks. And when I get the same answer for the full 2 weeks, then I will continue to go forward with some things like this, because, you know, I think it's important that Sam has a voice in his care and where he wants it to go and how he wants it to happen. So again, lion's mane mushroom has no negative side effects whatsoever. You can't, you know, it's all good, you know. It's natural and fine, and nothing bad can come of it. But you know, it's his body, it's his choice. So I feel like he should get to have that choice. So we're on, I think that has been 3 weeks now. So who knows? That might be, you know, we were doing it to help with cognition. That could be it. Again, I don't think, I never want to say that it's just one thing. You know, I think that all of it is a combination of everything that has gotten us to this point, and all the plans we have for going forward. So I don't want to be like, oh, it was the lion's mane, or oh, it was coming home. It's, you know, it's definitely, it's all a little bit of everything, I think. But so that's all awesome. We're you know, other than that, we're doing great. A lot of people, you know, ask how it is to be back home. Is normally the first question. It's great. It's great to be back home. It's awesome. It's hard too, not only not being able to see all of our wonderful friends and family that are here, but also just, you know, being back in the house, and it's hard too. You know, it's not, I think I talked at one point about, you know, they talk about grieving the person you lost. Like, I haven't done that, and because I don't know, I think you know, every situation is different. Like, I don't think I've lost Sam, you know, as he was before. We'll see. I'm sure some things are going to be different as, you know, farther down the line. Who knows all of that? But it's like, you know, our relationship is different, of course, but it's still the same. Like, there's still the love, there's still the joking. He's still, like, you know, he'll shoot me some looks, and, you know, and all of that. Like, it's still awesome. And he's still him. Like, I can still, you know, he's still there, all of it. Like, I could, you know, or I shouldn't say all of it, but, you know, Sam's personality is still there. He's still him. He's still easygoing and loving and funny and hardworking, and all of the things that made him before. He is still there. You know, we're working on everything else, and I honestly think that he, you know, I think that it's going to be, you know, an amazing, miraculous recovery. Like, I don't know if it'll be 100%. I definitely think we're going to get, you know, to 90%. I think some things are going to be hard, and again, are just going to take more time. But I think, you know, we have all the time that we have, so we'll just keep working and keep getting that percentages up. Like, but what he's already accomplished, considering the injury he has, is already miraculous. So it's like, why expect anything else, except for continued miracles, you know, from him. So it's not really the grieving of the person, I think I've done some grieving of, our previous lifestyle. And like the life we were planning here on our property, because that is definitely something that is going to change. As again, it will play out the way it plays out. I have some ideas. I have some things. Ideas rolling around about things to do and stuff like that, and how to make money and all that. We'll work on it as I get more time to work on that. And I don't know if we'll ever farm flowers, but the thing is, I was talking to my friend Erin, is it's kind of all in the way you look at things. Is that we used to say we didn't care what we did. We wanted to be farmers, and we were constantly looking at our business plan there of ways to change it, of ways to maybe grow something different. We actually had some ideas for this season to change some things around. We would still predominantly be doing flowers, but we were looking at some other stuff, garlic, beets, some things that Sam's into, that his kombucha and his board game and art and things like that. So we had some other things that we were looking into anyway. Like our main goal of everything, of the life we were trying to build for ourselves, was for us to be able to stay here on our land together every day and be together every day. Like that is what we really wanted, and we were trying to build a life and a way to, fend for ourselves and create a future for ourselves that was sustainable, that we could do that we could just stay here together every day and be together and work together. This is not the way that we ever thought it would be, but we are here every day together. And for the foreseeable future, that is how it's going to be. So it's like it's not exactly what we thought it was going to look like, but we have it. We have exactly what we wanted, So now it's like my responsibility to continue thinking, okay, well, we got what we wanted. How do we make this sustainable for us and our current situation, So again, just a little different way of looking at it. Once I started looking at it like that, once I realized that big thing that was our main goal. When you took everything else away from all of our plans, everything, the one thing we always said, we didn't care how it happened, as long as we got to be together every day here or wherever. It didn't even, honestly, like we even talked about selling this place at one point and going somewhere else. It didn't matter, as long as it was me and him together every day, working together and being together. That is what we wanted. So we have it, You can be sad about the way we got it, or you could say, you know what, awesome. Let's continue making this happen and, make this sustainable and this to be our future, because it's only going to get better and it's only going to get easier from here, because Sam is going to continue to get better, and as he gets better, everything else will be easier, because he'll be able to help me more, So again, it's hard, and it's also hard because there is like, and people are talking about, isolating and quarantining and, and that too. Like we would have been so happy. I mean, not that there's a pandemic or anything, but to just be at home together during this period. If everything had been normal up until then, Blue Mountain has closed down, we would have been, at this point, we would have been together at home. And we would have been getting so many projects done and all this stuff, all these plans and all these lists and everything. We would have been working on all of them, and we would be accomplishing so much and having so much fun and everything. But, we're where we are. So, and we're thankful for that, because, at one point, no one thought Sam was ever going to be in this house again. So he's here, and we're here together, and we're still working towards our future. Things have changed, but, when doesn't that happen? They say the only constant is change, right? So it's always different. It always would be different. So, I'm trying to remind myself every day to remember, like I said, that main goal, be together every day, be working for our future, to keep us together every day. And that is literally what we're doing. So there you go. Ooh, I'm about to hit 30 minutes here. This is a long one. Yeah, just get chatty. I will say this is like my 3rd cup of coffee, so I get real talky when I get coffee. Talky coffee. Okay, that was, I feel silly now. So I'm just gonna set this down. I didn't even drink any. Now I feel weird. Okay, so I think this is a good time to wrap it up. But I love all you guys. If you're interested in another just amazing story, kind of similar to ours, but not at all, then someone I know through a friend from high school back in Nashville, their son, 12-year-old, his name's Jay. He, I'll try to make this quick, but it's not going to happen. Sorry. So if you thought it was going to end, it's not. Sorry. I forgot about this part, and I do want to tell everyone about this. So he, so right before COVID-19, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but in Nashville, they had insane amount of tornadoes. A lot of destruction. It actually ripped through pretty much like when I was in high school, I think it was like 98. A lot of tornadoes came through Nashville. They followed pretty much the same path as they did back then. You know, Nashville, as Nashville does, during the tornadoes previously, during the flood. Then after these events, they rally, they get together, and they support each other. They rebuild. It's amazing. They were out there doing wonderful things. All sorts of businesses were giving away free food, and you know, all of this happened in the middle of the night too, which normally is horrible. But the tornadoes hit a lot of like some big schools and daycares and stuff. So this was actually like one of those things like, okay, well, it was a good one to hit at night, because like those would have been full of children. It would have been even more horrific than it was. So again, counting the blessings. But during all of this, you know, everyone's going around, everybody's helping everybody rebuild, clean, all this kind of stuff. Jay is a 12-year-old. He's out there. He's helping everybody, clearing stuff, all this kind of, you know, working hard this whole week, or however long it was, you know, he was out there, you know. And then on the day of the accident, he had done, if I'm remembering correctly, he had done some volunteer work in the morning, afternoon. He was riding his bike like on the street, you know, like a 12-year-old kid does. He was hit by a car, hit and run. So the person ditched, left this 12-year-old kid just lying in the street, you know, dying, you know. So he was taken to Vanderbilt. They, you know, he's not going to make it. That happens. He did make it. He pulled through. They worked on him. He's been coming around. He did kind of like, I mean, it was kind of the same thing. I don't know if he was officially in a coma, but kind of same thing. He went through like the neurostorming, same stuff that like Sam does. He definitely has a traumatic brain injury, but he has woken up. He has been doing great therapy work and everything. And I think it was yesterday, maybe today, I can't remember exactly when it was, but he is being transferred from Vanderbilt to Shepherd Center in Atlanta to go to their inpatient. So it's awesome. He has a YouTube channel. He's on Facebook too. I'll with this video, I'll post something in the comments, whatever, look for it. The hashtags they're using are Jay Strong, Fight Like Jay. Again, I will post this stuff, but if you would like to follow another miraculous journey, this time being a just wonderful, sweet 12-year-old kid who was just riding his bike, then, you know, follow his journey. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see him at Shepherd. I can't wait to figure out where he's going to go in Shepherd. I'm so excited. I'm like, please get Shamika. Shamika was amazing, is amazing. She's still there working her butt off, I'm sure. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it clean depending on who's watching and stuff. So, but Shamika was fabulous. I want to know which side of Shepherd he's going to be on. I'm so pumped. I'm like, oh my God, what if he gets Sam's therapy team? Anyway, so I'm going to be watching. I'm excited. I sent her a message today, and I was like, you know, welcome with my number if she wants to talk or text, or if she has any questions or anything. And just a little welcome to the Shepherd family, because this is a family that you never thought you were going to be a part of, but it's an amazing one to once you get here, then it's amazing. And that's so exciting. I'm so happy that he's going there. I didn't know, because he's 12, I actually didn't know if, I don't know like what age Shepherd cuts off at. I know that they do adolescence, because they also do things like homecoming and prom and stuff for like their patients, which is just awesome. And but I didn't know what like their lowest age. I know they normally don't do children, that they go to a different facility. So I didn't know what, like him being 12, so I didn't know if he was going to be able to go to Shepherd. You know, of course, like the second I saw it, I was like, get him to Shepherd, blah, 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 like that little Kermit, whatever. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, so that's exciting. It's exciting. If you want to follow, like I said, I'll find the link. Just amazing. It's just amazing, you know. Anywho, I gotta get going because it is almost 1. Like I said, that's longer than I planned on, and I do actually have to get some stuff done today. I mean, of course, Sam, the therapy, we took a day yesterday. We're not going to take a day today, which we took a half day. So we didn't take a full day. There is going to be a day at some point where we take a full day. But with the amount of sleep Sam's been doing, like, I don't think that he needs it. And like I said, like after taking half a day yesterday and then accidentally sleeping in today, I'm feeling pretty good today. So get some more stuff done, some more stuff set up. Oh, and now I'm just realizing that there's all sorts of other stuff I want to talk about too, but it's 36 minutes. So anyway, I mean, what are y'all doing? You're in self-isolation. You can listen to me talk all day. No, sorry. That's inappropriate. Is it? I don't know. Is it too soon to be making quarantine jokes, isolation jokes? I don't know. Whatever. Don't get mad at me. Anyway, okay. I love you all. Be awesome. Stay strong. Stay home, please. And we love you. Sam loves you. He's just the best thing ever. And yeah, I think that's it. So we'll talk soon, and you'll see more videos of Sam doing therapy. And I got some of him walking yesterday. It's raining today, so we're not going to get our walk in. But that's okay. We got other stuff to do. I can't wait to get the craft room set up so I can set up all of the amazing stuff you guys bought for us. Some stuff we went ahead and pulled out and we're trying to use. Oh, cool things on that. I will mention this real quick. Is that one, I didn't know that there would be an option for y'all to put gift notes and stuff in there. Oh my gosh, y'all had me like bawling when I was unpackaging that stuff. I was trying to get all the cardboard and everything out to burn it just in case, you know, being whatever, who knows. I think it only lasts on cardboard for, I've heard anywhere from 12 to 48 hours, so I'm sure it was done, but just in case, I've just been burning a lot of things. But that, and then also I didn't realize that on the GoFundMe, then you guys could leave comments. And this is from a long time ago, like when this first started, that we were really using the GoFundMe, but holy crap, y'all. I just saw those. Tears. I hope I can respond to everybody at some point. If you randomly get a message like a couple months from now, then, you know, it'll be for me. But seriously, you guys are just so awesome. And yeah, and just, yeah, anyway, I can cry like that nowadays. So, you know, we're gonna stop before we get a little messy. But I love you guys. Boop. Heart hands. Oop, heart hand face. Ah. Love you guys. Be safe. Stay home. Stay well. Everyone who cannot stay home, please be safe out there. Thank you to everyone who has to continue working. Everyone, I mean, I still have to order stuff off Amazon for Sam and his care and everything. So the delivery drivers, sanitation workers, the nurses, the doctors, the techs, you know, people in grocery stores, and the restaurants that are still doing delivery and takeout. retail, I mean, guys, just, you are so loved, and we are so thankful for you. Please stay safe, and everyone else stay home so they can stay as safe as they can be. So, you know, when all of this is over, I'm going to squeeze so many of you until your heads pop right off. And then you'll have to go and find them and put them back up on top of your neck. So, love you all. That was a threat. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.